how are you? Friends, you must have seen the Popeye cartoon in your childhood. But what if your favorite cartoon character becomes a murderer and starts killing innocent people? This film is based on this concept. Friends, the story of this film is very good, which you will like a lot. So do watch this video till the end. In the starting of the film, we are told the story of the birth of Popeye. When he was born, his mother was in great pain, and he was very big, because of which his mother's stomach had to be torn out. When the doctors saw his face, they were very surprised, because he looked very different from the other children. His parents were also very surprised to see him, but he was their child. That's why they decided that even if he is abnormal, it doesn't matter. They will love him as every parent loves their child. A few years later, when Popeye grew up, he used to go to play with the children. But there all the children used to bully him, because he looked very strange. But there was only one girl who always supported him. And she used to tell the children not to make fun of him. But when one of the children raised his hand on the girl, Popeye got angry, and he strangled him and killed him. And he had so much power in his hand that his eyes came out because of strangling him. And when Popeye's parents saw this, they locked him in the basement. And there he met his friend from the other door, who used to throw letters from the door and used to talk to him. When the people there found out that Popeye had killed that child, so there was a crowd of people there, and they set fire to their house. They threw Molly in their house, because of which their house was on fire, and Popeye's parents died there. Popeye wanted to save his parents, but he couldn't do it. And when he asked his friend in the basement what he should do, so he wrote to him that he should leave from here. And listening to this, Popeye immediately started running away from there. But when they saw him running away, they started following him. But when they reached ahead, they saw that Popeye's body was floating in the lake. And his body was so heavy that his body went straight under the water. And since then, Popeye has not seen him anywhere, by which they understood that he is dead now. Now after that, we are shown the story of 15 years later, where we see two YouTubers who had come to that place with a videographer, and they were going to shoot about Popeye's history there. Their names are Cherry Mia and Alan, and Mia was their videographer. When Mia is looking in the water, Cherry comes there and scares her. And then Alan comes there and tells her not to have fun here at all. This is a private property, so it is not right for them to be here. So they will make videos soon and leave from here immediately. And on saying this, Mia turns on the camera, and they come in front of the camera, where they both start telling about Popeye's history. They say that after Popeye's death, some people say that they saw Popeye again, and he often comes in the fog and disappears in the fog. When Mia is shooting him, she sees someone behind him who was staring at him, and when she tells this to both of them, they do not believe it at all, and they say that it will only be his delusion and nothing else. After that, Alan says that now they will go to Popeye's house, where this incident happened, and they will record everything. When the three of them reach outside the house, Mia tells them that she is very scared. That's why she won't go inside at all. So she takes her camera and goes down. But Cherry tells her that they are not paying her for this. But Alan listens to her and tells her to wait for them outside. And if she feels anything wrong, she calls them. After that, they both go inside and start investigating there. But Cherry was having a lot of fun, so she tells him that why not be intimate here? And they start getting intimate there by turning on the recording. When Mia was in the jungle, she was recording the sound. And then she hears a strange voice, as if someone is calling her. And she is very scared to hear this sound. That's why we can see Popeye behind him, who was staring at him. he comes behind him and attacks him and goes to kill him. As a result, she gets scared and falls down. But Popeye hits his head with his foot. As a result, his head breaks and he dies. When Cherry and Alan are alone, Popeye also reaches there, where he grabs Cherry and tears her face, which also causes Cherry's death. And when he sees Alan running away from there, Popeye starts following him. Alan immediately hides somewhere, and Popeye starts looking for him. But when he tries to go up from there, Popeye comes there and catches him. And right away he wants to kill him. But then he gets a hammer in his hand. So he hits Popeye's head with a hammer and starts going up from there. But Popeye doesn't get any effect from that hammer. That's why he grabs him and squeezes his head and pulls his eyes out. As a result, Alan also dies there. Then he gets a letter from Popeye's basement room, in which it was written, "Welcome back." That is, in the room next door, his childhood friend was also alive. Now we know that Popeye was not dead yet, but he was alive. After that, we see a girl named Tara, who lived with her mother Laura and stepdad George. Laura and George are talking to each other that they should sell that property. So George tells her that he agrees with her, because the history teacher in his school has suddenly died. And after his death, that house has become in the name of Laura. That's why George tells her to sell that house immediately, because whoever buys Popeye's house, he dies. Then Tara comes there, and they ask her where she is going. So she tells him that she is actually going on a trip with her friends. But she doesn't tell him that they were actually going to Popeye's house, because now that house was in her mother's name, and she had her keys. Outside Tara's house, her boyfriend Dylan and her best friend Donna are there, who were talking to each other, where Dylan tells her that he loves Tara very much. Then she tells him that Tara also loves him very much. Then Tara comes there and they go to their other friends. After that, Donna's boyfriend Nick is shown to us, who was making out with a girl named Sky, and here we find out that Nick was actually cheating Donna. Then his friend named Beanie interrupts him, because of which he goes to his other friends. And another girl was going with him on the trip whose name was Kathy. Now they all start asking Tara where they are going. So Tara tells them that they are actually going to Popeye's house. Hearing this, they are all surprised and ask her that she was burnt many years ago. So she tells him that those people have rebuilt her, and they won't have any trouble living there. And they all sit in the car and leave to go there. But when they reach the road of the jungle, they find a man there, who comes in front of their car and falls down. Then Dylan and Tara go out and take care of him, and ask him if he is hurt. That guy tells him that he is absolutely fine. And when he asks him where he is going in the jungle, then he tells him that he is actually going to Popeye's house for a trip. Hearing this, he is surprised and tells them that they shouldn't go there, because if they go there, they will all be killed. But they think he is a weird man, that's why they ignore him, and then they sit in their car and leave to go there. When they reach outside the cabin, they see that he is very scary. Then they suddenly hear the scream of a girl there. When they reach there, they see that it was Kathy who was screaming. Kathy tells them that actually there is a soaking hot tub here, and that's why she screamed, so that they can come here and see her. Sometimes they notice that there was no signal in their phones, so Tara tells them that actually signals keep coming here. There we see Popeye, who was standing by the lake, and he had come there to take revenge from all of them. Now you will know why he had come to take revenge from all of them. When Tara checks her laptop, there were networks coming in it, and she searches what kind of weather is going to be here for a week. She tells her boyfriend that there is going to be a fog here for a week. That's why he will be able to go out of here after a week. Then he takes care of her and tells her not to worry at all. He has brought everyone here to enjoy. So this is a very good thing. Then we are shown the man who had collided on his way at night, and he was holding a fish by the lake. Then suddenly he hears a voice from inside the jungle. But when he looks back, Popeye comes from behind and attacks him. And he kills him by strangling him. Here all the friends are partying at night and enjoying a lot. And Tara tells her friends that why don't they start work here from tonight, so that they can make this house better. But they tell her that they are very tired, so they will work from tomorrow. Here Laura and Georgia are in their house. Then Laura's friend comes to meet her. Her name was Jane, and she was actually Dylan's mother. She comes there and tells Laura that Popeye has come back, and she shows him the newspaper and tells him that many people have died there, which proves that Popeye is still alive there. Seeing this, he understands that his children must have gone there. That's why he starts worrying a lot about his children. Meanwhile, when everyone is at home, Beanie comes to Kathy to talk to her. But Kathy was not interested in it at all. That's why Beanie shows him a bottle of wine, which makes her happy. Then a creepy girl comes behind him. When everyone opens the door, she comes inside. She tells him that Popeye has come back and he will take revenge from everyone. But everyone doesn't listen to her, and the girl runs away from there. Tara goes behind him to talk to him. So the girl tells him that Popeye has actually come here for him, and she says that she immediately runs away from there. Here Nick Donna is trying to get close to her because she was his girlfriend. Nick Donna tells him that he is not in the mood today. Here Laura is trying to call him so that he can warn him. But there was no network there, so no one's number was getting connected. Tara is in her room with Dylan. So there, Dylan tells her that he has actually been selected in the university, and very soon he will leave the city and go there to study. Hearing this, Tara becomes very happy, and Dylan tells her that he wants her to come with him. But Tara tells him that she can't leave her parents like this. Here we see Nick and Sky, who are in that bathtub. Here they were coming very close. There Sky tells Nick that she loves him very much. So why don't she break up with Donna and come with him? But Nick tells her that he can't do that at all, because he loves Donna and will marry him. Here Sky feels bad, because Nick was actually using her. That's why she threatens him that if he doesn't do that, then she will tell Donna everything. And Nick tells her to do whatever she wants. And he says and leaves from there. When Sky is alone there, she messages Donna. But the network is not coming there. Because of this, the message goes into waiting. And then Popeye comes behind him, which drowns him in water, because of which he dies there. The same creepy girl comes to Popeye, and we find out that it was the same girl who met him in the basement. And actually, she was his real sister, and she was also very creepy. So her parents also kept her locked in the basement. She tells Popeye that he will kill everyone one by one. When Popeye wakes up, he sees that Sky is not among them. And Nick lies to him that he saw Sky, who left from here. So he doesn't have to worry about her. That's why Beanie comes to Kathy and asks her to go on a date with him, because they are both single and they will look good together. But Kathy tells him that she has no interest in him. After hearing this, Beanie feels very bad, and he immediately goes out of there. When he is in the jungle, he suddenly hears a voice from the jungle. But when he looks around, he doesn't see anyone there. After that, he sees Popeye's boat by the lake. And when he goes inside that boat, he doesn't find anything there either. We can see that the dead body of that man was inside that boat. After that, he sits by the lake and starts thinking something. But then Popeye comes out of the water behind him, and he grabs his neck and breaks his head. because of which he also dies, when all these friends are enjoying at night. Then Donna comes there and starts taking pictures of all of them. But when her network comes, the message is delivered to her. As soon as she finds out that Nick was cheating on her. Seeing this, she gets angry and goes behind Nick to convince him. She comes to Jane Dora and tries to explain to her that her children have gone to that cabin. They will have to go there immediately to save their lives. In the cabin, Donna is very angry and tries to convince Nick. And he says that if he has made a mistake, he should forgive him. He loves her and wants to marry her. But Donna doesn't listen to him and breaks up with him and goes out. And when Nick gets very angry with him, he starts punching the wall, as if blood starts coming out of his hands. Then a container filled with spinach comes under him, and when he sees him, he gets surprised. Then Popeye comes there and starts fighting him. But Popeye was very strong, which breaks his hand. And then he grabs his face and puts it in a stick, which leads to Nick's death. Here Donna is crying, and when she is going back, she realizes that Nick should forgive her. That's why she comes back to the cabin to talk to him. But when she gets there, she sees Nick's dead body there, seeing which she is surprised, and then Popeye comes in front of her. So she gets very scared and immediately starts running away from there. When her friends hear her scream, they all come to the forest, where they start wondering where Donna would have gone. Tara tells them that they should all go together to find her. But that's when Tara finds a photo outside the cabin. And when she sees that photo, all the students were present in it. And in that photo was her mother, who used to teach in that school. She also shows this photo to Dylan. So Dylan tells her that her mother also used to teach in the same school. And he thinks that maybe they are all connected to all these things. When Donna is running away, she suddenly comes inside a net. And that's when Popeye comes with a car and puts the car on it, so that her body is cut, and she dies. And when Dylan, Tara, and Kathy reach there, they are surprised to see her. And the three of them immediately start running away from there. While running away, Kathy falls down, and Popeye goes to kill her. But when he hears the sound of the car coming there, he stops. We see that Jane, George, and Laura have come in that car, who had come there to save their children. That's when Popeye comes there, and he catches Jane and kills her. And seeing this, George and Laura get very scared and start running away from there. After that, while running away, they reach Dylan and Tara, where they tell Dylan that his mother is no longer in this world, because Popeye has killed her. Here Kathy arrives in the car while running and starts it. But that's when Popeye comes in front of her, who picks up his car and turns it over, from which petrol starts coming out. And that's when he gets a call, due to which there is a blast there and she is killed. Tara, her parents, and her boyfriend are in the cabin, and there she asks her mother what is happening after all. And here her mother reveals a secret. She tells me that actually 15 years ago, Popeye was born here, and they also used to live in this city. But all those children had done very wrong with Popeye, and they always bullied him. But Tara was the only one who always saved him. That is, the girl who was shown in the starting who saved his life. She was no one else, but she was Tara. When Popeye killed a child, they called him a killer at home. And because of that attack, his parents were killed. And Popeye ran away from there, because of which he is still alive. But he has come back to take revenge from all of them. Now, no one lived in that house. That's why they inherited that house. And whoever went to live in that house, they were killed, one by one. And now that house is in his name. That's why she wanted her daughter to always stay away from this house, because she knew that Popeye would definitely come to take revenge. That's when Popeye's sister comes there, because she stabs George badly and kills him. And she tells Tara that actually Popeye likes her very much. And apart from that, he will kill everyone here. And she also stabs his mother so that she gets injured. But that's when Tara picks up the oil from the soil and sprays it on him, because of which he starts getting jealous, and everyone starts running away from there. That's when she follows him with a knife and grabs Tara and goes to stab her. But Daniel sets fire to his body, which burns him to death. Now when Popeye sees this, he gets very angry, and he immediately grabs Laura's neck and strangles her to death. When Tara sees her mother dead in front of her eyes, she gets very angry, and Popeye catches his boyfriend, and he's going to kill him too. But that's when Tara comes with his car and puts it on him, because of which Popeye dies, and they both run away from there. The next morning, they go to the lake so that they can get out of there. But that's when Popeye comes there and takes Tara with him. And with this movie ends here. That means Popeye was not dead, and he is still alive. So friends, this was the story of this film. How did you like this story? Do let us know in the comment section. If you are new to the channel, subscribe to it and press the bell icon for notifications. And friends, don't forget to like and share the video. So I'll see you in the next video.